Hello everyone, this is Jada Lynn. Welcome to In the Raw. This is a channel where we sit and discuss narcissism, what it sounds like, what it looks like, and what is up close and personal in your face. All right, now, so in this topic today, first of all, I just want to do my disclaimer. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a therapist or anything. I just happen to be a regular girl who done been through some things, and I feel like I can throw my 2 little cents in it, okay? But on this topic today, I really would like to discuss reverse discard. And what exactly is the reverse discard? It's when the narcissist or a toxic person, they will purposely sabotage the relationship to make you leave. So let me explain that. They can make the environment so hectic, so uncomfortable, so abusive, physically and verbally. They can make the environment so bad and so uncomfortable, so unbearable that you get up and you leave. You have no choice but to get up and leave. And when you do leave them, now the narcissist can go and play the victim while at the same time smearing your name. Okay? Now, when this happens, I need you to understand that the narcissist already has a relationship secured elsewhere. That they have their new person. It doesn't matter if you're a woman and your narcissist is a man, or vice versa. You're a man and your narcissist is a woman. It doesn't matter. Whoever the narcissist is, if they have already been cheating, they've already been messing around on you, they already have a relationship secured, but they, once again, narcissistic people or toxic people, they do not want to take accountability for their actions. So they're flipping it around and making you pay for it, or they're flipping it around and making you do it. So they know that they don't want to be in the relationship. They know they don't want to be in it, but they don't want to just come out and just say, hey, this is not working out. I'm not feeling it. I'm not da-da-da-da, because they're cheating. They're already messing around with the other person. So once you get to this, once they've gotten to this point, they've already emotionally disconnected from you. They've already stopped probably having sexual relations with you. They're not doing, y'all's relationship is not like how it used to be. In fact, if you guys live together, you guys are probably living as if you're roommates. You're just passing by each other. You know what I mean? You're not making love. You're not touching each other. You're probably not sleeping in the same bed with each other. You're in separate rooms looking at TV and this and that or whatever, while the toxic person is on the phone with their new supply. So what they're doing is they're getting in deep with this new supply, and they don't want you anymore. So what they're going to do is they're going to make the environment so hectic, so unbearable, so uncomfortable, so abusive to live in. It's almost like it was sabotaged. In my situation, he made the environment so hectic that I had to leave. There was no way. Every little thing that I did was a problem. Everything. Okay? I asked him one day, could you please just wipe the water off of the bathroom sink? Because when I lean up against it, or anybody else in the house leans up against it, our clothes get wet and it leaves the watermark on our pants. And that's all I did. That's all I did was just ask, could you please just, when you just take the time to just wipe the counter off. He starts talking about how come you can't clean up your mess? How come I have to clean up your mess for you? Of course, I asked, well, what exactly are you talking about? He starts talking about this. He starts talking about that. And it's things that's like, dude, what are you talking about? These are things that I take care of. You didn't take care of any of these things. What are you talking about? But at the end of the day, do you notice how he did that? We're no longer talking about him wiping the water off the counter. He's now taking something that you have done, or that he feels, or that they feel, sorry, I'm speaking from my standpoint, that they feel that they can hold over your head and use as leverage against you. Now, do you see how they do that? So to deflect, to keep from taking accountability for what it is that they're doing, all I asked to do was just to wipe the water off the counter, and now all of a sudden he's yelling and screaming at me about how come I can't do this, how come I can't do that. But that's not what we're talking about here. I just asked you to wipe the water off the counter. So I want you to pay attention to things like that, okay? If you get in a conversation with the toxic person, the narcissist, they could bring up things like your past. And I want you to take notice of the things that they are saying to you about their past, okay? Or your past rather, okay? Because they're really talking about themselves. So let me show and prove, okay? He could be your significant other, the toxic person could be voicing how your ex this, your ex that, oh, you're not over your ex. All you're doing is just talking about your ex. All you want to do is spend time with your ex. And we've been together for how long now? And you're still talking about your ex? Who's talking about my ex? The only person that's talking about my ex is you. Now you have to pay attention to things like that, because that will be the only opportunity and the window when the narcissist or the toxic person will tell the truth. They will project onto you what in fact they are doing, or what in fact is going on with them. You have to understand this piece of information, because any other time than that, they are not going to come out into the open and talk about what is going on with them. They're not going to do that. You really have to just be a keen listener and pay attention to what is going on. They use a lot of projection, and then they project it onto you as if it's your fault, or as if you did it. So now, getting back to my main thing, what I was talking about is the reverse discard. How they discard you is they make the environment so hectic that you have to eject yourself from the environment. And when you do that, now they can go and talk to their friends, or maybe y'all have mutual friends together, but maybe they can go and talk to y'all's friends and family and say, he or she left me. He or she left me. Now, if they most likely get caught with somebody else, that's what they're going to use. Oh, well, they left me and I'm supposed to just sit around and just not do nothing with my life? Nah, I don't think I should do anything. You know what I mean? Like, that's how they're going to do that. I really strongly suggest that when this does happen, if you leave the narc, if you leave the toxic person, please don't go back. Don't go back. Okay? They want you to leave, but they don't want to be the one to do it. And let me show and prove again. Okay? When it was time for me and baby girl to leave, I left. And then he blew up my phone. He called my phone. I didn't answer. He was leaving audio text messages on my phone telling me, if you are dealing with your ex, then you and I are over for good. I wasn't responding to that. There was one time I did respond because I wanted to see about me getting my clothes. And when I answered him, then we got into conversation, and he was trying to say, oh, you know, the account that we have money in, yeah, you can have that. He was saying that in front of the people or the person that he was with, to try to make himself appear as a person like, see, I'm still trying to care for her even though she left me. I'm still trying to do things for her even though she left me. You hear what I'm saying? But what the new supply don't know is that the toxic person ran me or you out of the house. And how all of this stuff happened was a birthday. I took him to a birthday dinner. to a restaurant of his choice. And I also got him concert tickets to a band that he wanted to see. And I think it was the Average White Band. I took him to go see that, and it was really nice. It was beautiful, and it was a great time. So I thought, but he, come to find out, he degraded the restaurant that he picked out, because I told you it was of his choice. And he said that I only got the tickets because it was an idea that he thought of. So whatever, go figure. And he rained hell on me, and rained and rained and rained, and made a big whoop-de-doo because I didn't throw him a big huge birthday party bash like how I supposedly did for my ex-fiance. Those were his words. And even though I never threw any of those birthday parties for my ex-fiance, he knew it, but he just wants to believe that version so he could hold it over my head and have something to have leverage. These are the things that I am saying. It's very childish. There was a lot of points where I was like, can you just I was thinking in my head, can we just grow up here and just have a conversation and just talk like two grown adults? I felt it to be very childish, and it was. When you get ready to leave, make sure you leave for good. This is what I want to bring to your attention. Please do not leave and then come back, because now they can flip it around and make it seem like yeah, she left me, but I was able to talk to her and we worked it out, and she came back and we're doing good and this and that. At the end of the day, they're still talking bad about you behind your back. They're telling false lies, they're making up lies, or they're only telling half truths. You hear what I mean? So the narcissistic discard, they're just flipping it around to make you leave them so that they can go out and play victim and say, she or he left me. They left me. Boo-hoo-hoo, boo-hoo-hoo, I'm crying, I'm so in pain. Meanwhile, they're over here with the new supply. And let me tell you, I knew we were being I knew the relationship was being sabotaged, because it was just weird how everything happened. This whole thing is going down because of there was silent treatment. He was going downstairs talking to different women online with porn sites and all of the things that he think I don't know anything about, because I never said anything. I just gracefully bowed out when because I don't, it's no point. I've dealt with narcissistic energy, and I realized it is no point. I gathered all the information that I needed to gather, and then I gathered my things, for the moment, and then I left. But when I came 2 weeks later, I came back to get my things, he already had everything packed up and ready to go. So that just goes and shows to prove to you. And as I'm packing my things, he's like, okay, and don't forget this, don't forget that, don't forget this, don't forget that. They want you to leave. They've been waiting for you to leave. And now that you finally took the bait, they can move their new supply in. I need you to understand that this is exactly how it goes. Oh yeah, we're gonna work this out. We're gonna expose this. We are gonna be exposing the narcissists and their ways. We are raising awareness for narcissistic individuals. We need to know the truth about this, because this is not fair. Now they get around your friends and family and tell them their version and leave out the whole truth. Do you hear what I mean? They leave out everything. So if you're going to go no contact, if you're going to leave, go no contact, and please do not unblock this individual's phone number. Leave it blocked and leave it that way. Go on about your business. Mind your own business. Live your life. Rebuild from there. Because the minute you unblock their number, now the story that the narcissist or the toxic person told the friends and family makes it look like they were telling the truth. You fall right into their trap. Either way, you're going to fall into their trap, because it's a trap when they do the reverse discard. It's a trap then, because they want you to leave, but they don't have the guts to tell you to leave. They don't want to. They don't want to take accountability for that. So they do things on purpose to trip you up, to make you leave. And once you leave, they move the new person in. What person is ready for their individual to leave the house where they have their bags packed up, and if they don't have anybody waiting for them? If you know that you are being a wife or a husband to this certain individual, if you know that you've given them everything that you've gotten, if you know that you've sacrificed so much for this individual, you put all of your eggs in one basket with this individual, if you know that you were doing the best that you could, and then all of a sudden this happens because you didn't give them a birthday party. Are we 6 years old? Excuse me, it's the question. Did you want balloons and a birthday cake and a card? And that's what it was. I didn't give him a birthday cake and a card. That's what the whole big issue was. That's what started the whole reversal discard, because he already had somebody else and he was just looking for any small thing just to get us out of the house so he can move the new supply in. Please understand that this is how it works, you guys, okay? I'm gonna leave it here. This video done already been long enough. I hope y'all come back and listen to my next video that I do have in mind, okay? Y'all stay safe, and I'll see y'all in the next video.